Hey Leos, welcome to Tarot and Heal. Welcome to the place where we tarot and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. I hope all is well. Lisa here. Welcome to your mid-month in January reading. Firstly, you guys should probably watch the Sag reading. I feel like your energies are similar. Secondly, you guys need to be around, either start wearing green, being around nature. I understand it's wintertime. So if you're in a place where it's not much, you can't walk around and hug a tree, maybe get some plants. I feel like there is medicine in you taking care of plants right now. I feel like it'll inspire some new thoughts, some fresh, revitalized thinking. There's some new thoughts that need to come in. I almost want to say the plants will speak to you while you're taking care of them, but that's not what's happening. But as you're taking care of the plants, it will inspire something about it's going to be triggering new thoughts, okay? Fresh thoughts, good thoughts, all right, that needs to be had. If you found yourself going in a cycle, it's like bringing fresh oxygen into the place, okay? When you do that, it's bringing fresh thoughts, whatever. I even thought like you can even start off with having more kale or spinach in your diet, but specifically the green plants, okay? All right. And obviously green is very much a part of the heart chakra, okay? So it might play a role in that. There might be some healing that needs to be done in a heart space. But plants are very important. There's medicine. Plant medicine is what I'm hearing. That's what you guys need right now. Even if it's not, whenever you watch this, take it as a sign to do it. It doesn't matter that it's January when I'm doing it, okay? The time doesn't matter with these readings at all, okay? Did I do the prayer? No. I come to you humbly, God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love in accordance with your divine will. What is it the Leo Collective need to know? What do they need to know? Thank you. Well, this came out with conviction. Have faith. There's also something magical about the plants. Like there's a lot of magic around you. I don't think you're seeing it or feeling it as much as you could. So nature is going to play a role with that. Have faith. The way this just flipped out with conviction. There's a need to like put your foot down on something. I also feel like you guys have like a burden that you're carrying, but you're carrying it. It has a feeling of like, this is why I say watch the Sag reading. Because the Sag reading, they have this energy of moving in a certain way and feeling like it was justified, and they're being led to let go of whatever behavior that they feel is justified. It's a burden and it's not serving them. I feel like it's something similar here. You guys are carrying some type of burden or pain of the past, and it's like your coat of armor, whatever. It's your badge of honor. That's what I was trying to say. It's like your badge of honor here. And someone's like holding on to it, strong in it, you know, like this is my story. And, you know, just, that's going to be different for everyone. But let's say an example would be if something really bad happened and then you create this story. You don't create the story, you have this story, right? And now you make that your personality, right? Like, this is what happened to me. And like, you know, you've met that type of person. Not saying this is what you do, but you met that type of person where they make this story. They're like, well, everything comes back to that one sob story. It seems like that is a behavior. Not saying that someone's actually speaking it, you know, but someone, it's that story it's justifying whatever actions they do moving forward, okay? This could be you or someone else, but see the Five of Swords, Five of Wands coming up. with the Tower. Oh, oh, jeez. I feel like it makes someone more combative, defensive. This has an energy of like someone, if someone does something that's unsavory to someone else, this person might defend themselves by saying, well, you don't know my story. You don't know what happened to me, you know, and that just kind of makes them not hold themselves accountable for how they move in the world. That's tough. See, the Six of Pentacles coming out, which is the opposite, which is accountability, right? It's equal give and take here. I feel like people were, Jesus. Come on now. Incense. Incense getting all in my throat, yeah. Oh, okay. There's a lot of ego involved here. And it's creating a lot of distractions and noise from the truth. Like, let's just go back to that example. This is tough. Let's go back to that example of you meeting someone and they act in a certain way and you're just like, hey, that's not right. And they're just like, well, you don't know what I've been through. When I was 12, I was out here, blah, 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 you know, and they tell you the story and it makes the other person who's being slighted by this person's behavior, it makes them not want to, it makes them want to feel guilty for even trying to tell this person, yeah, okay, you had this story, but also this doesn't mean you have to be an a-hole to me, you know? I feel like it was a cycle of that. Somebody was moving like that in a while. They're probably coming off very combative. And they're probably like shattering situations because of it. Like relationships and things. Because of this chip they have on their shoulder. It's a victim mentality here. All right. It became comfortable because something about this, it made someone not have to be, they don't have to be accountable. It worked. It worked to move that way. So why would that person want to change? Oh, I see why. It seems like there might be a, this is very similar to the Sag reading. Here we go, that Five of Swords. Oh no, Four of Swords. Okay. Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck again. All right. This is a difficult energy. I just have to speak about this in like a very clear way because I'm trying to be nice. But this energy, I think this needs a straight shooter type of approach here. Okay. Whoever's doing this, they're just blocking themselves. Okay, they're sabotaging. This is very similar to the Sagittarius reading. So if this is resonating, or if you know someone who this would resonate with, you'll probably appreciate the Sag reading as well. This person has enjoyed having this story because it allowed them to skirt responsibilities. Okay? It allowed them to not grow. That's pretty much what happened. They don't have to have the hard talks, the adult talks. They don't have to have the talks of, oh, maybe I'm being crappy in this situation. Let me try and do better. They don't have to do that because now they have this scapegoat that is their story that they use as an excuse for them not to get better. And it's coming off as combative. It comes off as emotionally unsound. All right, we do have the Emperor coming out along with this Queen of Cups, and I don't know if there's whoever this is, it does seem like they might be realizing that that is stopping them. Yeah, okay. See, this person comes off as strong, but they have so much ego. I don't want to rip this person to shreds. See, the Emperor's coming out in the middle, right, of the reading. I feel like someone's coming off as an Emperor, but they're really just emotionally unstable. They don't want to budge. They have this chip on their shoulder. They believe that things should be handed to them because of the story that they had. All right. And love is on a line here. All right. They're about to mess up a love situation because of it, or mess up any chance of, they might be realizing that they're pushing away ideal situations or any chance of any type of love because of it. See, with the Fox here and the transition card, they have to grow out of this energy. That energy is kind of deceptive, right? For them to like scapegoat, gaslight, that's not really gaslighting. But whatever that energy is, when someone comes to you and try to hold you accountable, and you're like, and you guilt trip someone into why you shouldn't be better than what you are, that's pretty cunning work there. Okay, someone realized that worked. It's time for them to grow out of it, but they're coming off as an Emperor. For some of you guys, it's the one that you think is an Emperor that y'all been stuck on. This person's super insecure. They're stuck in their ways. And they're very stubborn, similar to that Sag energy. It had very heavy Earth, Taurian energy, you know, just, I know what I am, you know. No shade to Taurus, but, you know, Taurus have the rep for being stubborn and bullheaded, okay? It's very stuck, like a tree. Very rooted in their belief of their story. They're married to that story, and they believe that that is why they deserve whatever they deserve in this world. Wow. Communication. We have the communication card coming out with once again another card of evolving. Something's going to trigger them to want to. Now, whether they do or not, this also came out in the Sag reading. Some people might actually double down in this energy. Someone is going to say something. Either someone lets them know, or they're going to get an intuitive, like, aha moment. Whatever the case is, there's something that's going to happen. Some form of communication that's going to highlight this for this person. Like, okay, just because you had this story, like, we all have shitty stories. We're not all walking around like pieces of shit. And they might have this aha moment, like, oh. They will have a choice to double down or change. And that's going to be up to the person. I came out with a Sag reading, like, some people are going to just double down in this energy, even when they get this aha moment, this epiphany, because they're so rooted in this sob story that they have. And it works for them. It works for them. That's the biggest thing. If it didn't work for them, they wouldn't hold on to this baggage. But the baggage is actually working for them. And not in the bigger picture. The bigger scheme of things is not working for them because they're not growing at all. All right? But it's working for them in that they don't have to hold themselves accountable, which is the easier route. The Moon card coming out here. See, they're going to realize this was just it was a habit. It was a habit that they had here. Someone's going to realize this about someone. How they might have been, oh gosh. All right, somebody's going to realize that this is the energy that someone was carrying, that they were doing this. They have this cunning trick that they like to do to guilt someone out of holding them accountable. they're gonna realize how, you see how this moon card, this moon is attached to the strings, right? They're gonna realize what was behind the scenes, the cunning energy that they had that was pulling the strings in a situation. I don't like this energy. What's the blockage? Anything else? It caused so much goddamn. I don't like this energy. Not at all. Not one bit. Seven of Cups coming out with the Magician card in reverse. Yeah, the illusion. This is all. This is 3 cards of illusion. The Moon card could be illusion because things happening in the background that you're not aware of, all right? Coming out with the Seven of Cups. Definitely confusion, illusion. Magician card coming out in reverse. This is someone who is a magician who don't use it in the right way. They're very cunning. Someone's just used to being this way. It worked for them for a really long time. 5 of Swords coming out here. Once again, 7 of Cups. It's like somebody was spinning a tail, and I feel like the person, either the person, because in the Sag reading, it was like the Sag came out as the person, all right? In this reading, it feels like a split. Whoever's watching this, you can be the person where this energy, this low vibe magician energy is coming to light. The victim mentality, the cunning, all that's going to come to light when you realize that you've been moving that way, or some of you guys are going to realize that someone else is moving that way. If this is you and you're going to realize that you were moving this way, it's okay. You're human. Now, what your next move is to face it, okay, and then move accordingly now. All right, that's all. This person doesn't want to change your ways. So if you're looking at this person, all right, if you are, okay, if you are, if you're dealing with this person now, okay, you're dealing with this person who moves like this in this low vibe magician way, you're going to have to make a final judgment call on this person because they're happy with how they move. Even if they get the communication, even if they get the insight as to why they move in a certain way, if they realize like, oh, you're playing a victim and you're guilt tripping people so you don't have to do the work for yourself, they are quite all right with that in this stage of their life. And you're gonna have to make a judgment call like, okay, I'm out. All right. This can apply to friends, family, it doesn't matter. Okay, friends, family, love interests, whatever. If you have someone like this in your life, this is what's happening. You're not going to realize they use this victim shit to get what they want. But the realization that they are consciously doing it, that's what was hidden for a while. And that's what's going to come to light. What are they feeling to see? Once again, if this is you, just start making moves. If it's not you, and you're dealing with someone who's like this, just understand that they're okay with being that, all right? The person who, if this is you that's moving like this, it's going to be hard for you to get out of this because you're so deeply rooted in this victim mentality. Please try your best to just take baby steps out of it, okay? 4 of Pentacles, okay. What you're feeling to see, this is directed, okay. This Leo reading is for the people who are dealing with this energy. The Sag reading is a reading directed to the magician, the person who's being cunning. So if you want to see the motivation behind why they move in this way for real, check out the Sag reading. This reading is about the person who is dealing with that type of low vibe energy. And it's just coming to light. With the 4 of Pentacles, what the person's failing to see, you're failing to see that this person enjoys being that. It works for them. They have no intentions of letting that thing go. If you already saw this in them, then you were probably, and you were trying to like work with them, you're gonna have to make a final judgment call. Like, they're not gonna change because of you. If they do change, not saying that they can't, but if they do change, it won't be on your time. All right? They're gonna have a major epiphany, like a real moment for them that makes them realize that they're doing something that is not in their best interest. Because right now it does feel like this behavior is in their best interest, even if it's not in yours. I feel like some things really have to shatter, like a relationship, or, you know, with the Ten of Pentacles, it's some type of security. Why is Ten of Pentacles here? Oh gosh. Alright. Some of them, they really have to like lose it all. For them to drop this burden, for them to stop moving in this way. They're gonna have to lose it all. Not just one relationship. They're gonna have to lose multiple, like, shit is gonna have to hit the fan hard for them. With the Ten of Pentacles coming out in a verse, then that Hierophant coming out in a verse, this is like losing a marriage, losing family, you know, that type of energy. They're gonna have to lose it all. Six of Pentacles coming out in a verse along with that Ten of Wands, like, that's gonna make them see, like, okay, this isn't really working. People were probably tolerating my energy, but it wasn't really working. I wasn't getting over. Whew. With the Sag energy, this person, it does seem like this person is going to double down. And that's why that shit is going to hit the fan for them pretty hard. If they don't, if this is you, then just know that this can be a hard lesson, or it can be an easy lesson, so you figure out where you want to be on the side of that story. But if you're dealing with a person who's dealing... this is getting confusing. If you're not the magician and you're dealing with the magician, the low vibe magician, you probably don't want to be around them when shit hits the fan for them. You're going to have to make a judgment call on that. What's the advice? This person is coming off as an emperor. That doesn't mean that they're masculine, okay? Or a man, woman, or it doesn't matter. But the energy that they're carrying is an emperor, okay? They're carrying a very masculine energy. They're carrying a masculine energy that's, they got it together, you know? But really they don't. They're very insecure, and their insecurity makes them so unwavering. But because they come off as an emperor, people will still kind of follow them. All right, we ain't gotta go that deep into it. Whatever. The main thing is this person, they still come off as an emperor, so I feel like this worked for them to build whatever life they needed to build for a really long time. They don't have a real reason to let it go. But whatever they built with this type of energy was built on a very shaky foundation. So they're going to have to course correct before things hit the fan, you know. Tower moments only come through when we don't listen to the signs of the universe, okay? And we don't course correct. It's like while we're driving down the highway and we're looking at the GPS, we see the instructions, we know we have to take the turn. If we don't take the turn, we keep going, fine. The GPS will continue to recalibrate the route, okay? But if you keep missing these turns, at some point you're gonna be in a completely other state, and now you're gonna have to come all the way back, right? So it's just like, just take the turn when you need to take the turn. Course correct if you need to. If this is you, just do it. Because it's going to be harder later on, okay? It's going to be a harder lesson. That's the advice here. With the Five of Wands, drop the conflict here. All right, drop the chip on your shoulder. Drop this combative, rah-rah energy, whatever this is. It's not working. Eight of Cups. It's time to walk away from it. Fool card. All right, it's time for a new beginning, and I feel like this is for both people. If you're dealing with this Magician, they have a lot to work through, okay? They have a lot of layers to work through there. Your best interest is to walk away from this combative situation, okay? Look at this energy. It's so freaking chaotic, all right? It's time to walk away from that with the Eight of Cups. Like, okay, I need to get more. This is not my 10 of Cups, all right? With the Fool card, take on that new beginning, all right? I'm going to pull a Romance Angel deck, Romance Angel card. Wow, the same card came out. Healing family issues. Definitely watch the Sag reading. This is pretty much two sides of the same story. The Magician is represented by the Sag. They don't have to be a Sagittarius, okay? But it is represented by the Sag collective, or the collective reading right now. And then this Leo reading is representing the person who has to deal with this type of behavior. This person might be a narcissist, or they might have narcissistic tendencies. So if that is you, then maybe check out the Sag reading so you can get more insight into this person, okay? Healing family issues came out for them as well. There's a reason why this person is moving this way, and there's also a reason why someone is dealing with this Magician as well. Both parties need the healing, okay? This is this connection it has a foundation because of this person and their lack of healing, and then someone's tolerance of it is creating a codependency here, okay? And it's creating an unhealthy environment. If this person doubles down and doesn't want to change, which it looks like they're not at this time, it doesn't look like at this time this is their time to change. You don't want to be there when it hits the fan for them, okay? All right, let's pull from the Animal Spirit deck. If you've been working with someone and when I say working with them, I mean you've been dating someone and you've been trying to figure out, like, how can we make this work, you know? And you feel like you've been trying a bunch of things and this person has been just the same person throughout all your different attempts. You've been trying to budge and shift and change your hair, change your this, and you're trying to morph into whatever can make this work, and this person isn't doing anything. It's because they're happy with how they are. They're very content with how they are, and it's time for you to move on. All right, what's the Animal Spirit? We have the Miracles of Endless Cow Spirit. I feel like that's a card of abundance, okay? If you're sitting there trying to shift and shape shift into the person that this person wants you to be, or trying to see, or, you know, just trying to turn this into a 10 of Cups, there is an abundance of opportunities where you can experience love, okay, in a way where you don't have to morph into whatever it is to make it work for them. This person isn't budging. They're not the types of compromise. They don't care to right now. It's just not their time. Crow Spirit. Co-create with Spirit. All right. We do have that Magician energy. It's time for you to step into your Magician energy. You see what that Magician energy looks like when someone uses it in a low vibe way? It's time for you to use the Magician energy for yourself. All right. And once again, also, understand that you can create. There's an abundance of love in this world. If this is about love, this doesn't have to be. But if you're worrying about missing out on this person, because obviously there's some type of codependency that's making someone shapeshift into whatever they need to be for this to work, it's because it's a fear of letting go of that person and not finding someone else. Understand that you can create more opportunities. You created this opportunity. You created this person. They're here to teach you a lesson in your codependency, but they're not there for the thing, the love, if that's what it is that you're looking for. All right, so now it's time to learn the lesson here. That's where mouse spirits into the small things come out. It's time to learn the lesson within a situation. Make a final judgment call on who this person is, and then learn how to course correct for yourself, okay? That person, they're probably not going to course correct until later on in their life, okay? But you have the opportunity to course correct for yourself so that you can create more, create better opportunities, all right, in love. That person, you won't have to leave them in the dust. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. They have no intentions of changing. All right. I know this reading is probably going to be a bit triggering for some, but let's get it. Let's get to the meat, the nitty gritty. Okay, watch a new moon in Capricorn reading because it does talk about that. Okay, holding ourselves accountable for the actions that we're taking, what behaviors we're tolerating, and learning how to course correct moving forward and not being a victim. All right, all right. Also watch the Sag reading. All right. Thank you so much. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Add me on IG. That's Tara and Heal. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. Thank you so much for the patrons so far. All right. You get 20% off your readings. Also get early access to these readings if you do become a patron. All right. Thank you so much. And until we meet again, peace.